Hello, it's Eric here, and so today I'm going to talk about politics. It's a little bit of a break with the tradition, but it's not strictly speaking politics. I just want to talk about something that I learned from politics. And it's something called it's a method called the Tucker Carlson method, and I learned this method from Brett Stevens, and Brett Stevens is a columnist from the New York Times, and he made the observation that the Tucker Carlson method is very useful. It has a very wide universal applicability. Yeah, and so the Tucker Carlson method works like this. For example, whenever you want to win an argument, or whether you want to express an idea, you always say things like this. Yeah, so you say, oh, everything that they tell you about X is wrong. Now let me tell you the truth. So this is basically the Tucker Carlson method. And by the way, the truth that you're talking about, whether the truth you're talking about is actually the truth, it's not important. Because the truth is not your objective. Your objective is actually to win the argument or to attract the followers. And well, some people say this approach, this method is very cynical, but yes, I agree it's very cynical, but it's actually also very useful in terms of winning an argument or trying to attract followers. Yeah, and so let me give you some examples. Yeah. So the example one is in politics. Like for example, you say to your opponents, you say, well, everything that Donald Trump tells you is wrong. Or for that matter, everything that the Democratic Party tells you is wrong. And then now let me tell you the truth. Dot dot dot. And example two is from finance. Like for example, you can say to your opponents, you say, the traditional method of investing, like 60-40, like 60% of your money in 60% of your money in bonds, 60% of the other 40% in stocks and things like that. Now that method is wrong. Now let me tell you the truth. Dot dot dot. And then the final example that I'm going to give you is from science. So you say to your opponents, you say, well, everything they tell you about the lineage of the Homo sapiens is wrong. Like for example, human beings, developed from Homo erectus to I don't know, Neanderthals, and then Denisovans, and then finally to Homo sapiens. Everything they tell you about that lineage is wrong. Now let me tell you the truth. Dot dot dot. And I just find this method fascinating. It has absolutely universal applicability in almost every field that you can find. It's a very useful method to win an argument or to attract their followers. And as I said, whether the truth you're talking about is actually the truth, it doesn't matter. Because it's not the truth that you're after. It's winning the argument that you're after, and you're trying to attract followers. Yeah. And so let me find you some other examples in the next video. All right. I'll see you then. Bye.